Rachel Rose here talking all things boxing, and hang on a minute, microphone's falling over. Rachel Rose here talking all things boxing, and I'm here today with Troy Williamson. Happy New Year, Troy. We're into 2026, and you had quite a stellar end to 2025, didn't you?
Yeah, Happy New Year. And yeah, I did. Still trying to get over it, to be honest. It hasn't really sunk in properly.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it was the now, I said it when I did some content. I said it was an upset, but it was an upset because you were fighting Callum at home, with his sort of crowd of people, and you came away with the win. But you were also the first person to knock him out, weren't you? Or knock down, knock out. It was TKO, wasn't it? So, but he hadn't lost that way before in the
No,
pros anyway.
yeah, no, but I've seen a few comments saying it was an upset, but yeah, I can see why people were saying that he's the bigger guy, he's the champion, he was unbeaten. It was in his hometown, but I knew exactly what was going to happen. Been saying it since the fight got made, how it was going to end, and people didn't believe me, but hopefully I proved a lot more doubters wrong that this time, and they don't doubt me again.
Absolutely. I mean, did you feel like you were going like that people acted like you were the underdog going into that fight? And how did that work for you, against you, didn't affect you?
No, do you know what? I think people who know boxing knew that that was a real fight, and
Yeah.
one that I don't believe he's had before. He's never really had his acid test, as they call it. He's always bulldozed people over, or he's been too fit, and he's obviously got the wins, but he's never really been in with somebody who's gonna go with him. Like when he goes, I go, or somebody who can push him back, somebody who I believe punches as hard as me. So. It's just armchair fans that were just basically saying I was the underdog.
And it happens, doesn't it? I mean, there are a lot of people who are casuals or people who have their favorites and they kind of just lean towards without maybe kind of weighing up. And that's any sport really. We're always rooting for the person we want to win. And obviously, like we said, it was in his hometown, so there was a loud crowd there. They were, whatever. But let's talk about your performance because I thought you were fantastic from the jump. You were absolutely relentless. You were giving him a hard time from the beginning. I had you up on the scorecards before the knockdown anyway. How did you feel when you were in there?
I think you should be a judge because the three judges at ringside they all had me down. I believe one of them had me not winning a single round in the first 7 rounds, which I think was diabolical. But I think it was just the icing on to get the knockout because otherwise it wasn't going to go my way.
That's the hard thing, I think. I mean, I've watched quite a few fights where,
Yeah.
I always try and consider where the judges might have got their point scoring from. I always try and be that, objective, but I do find it hard sometimes when you see the results and you're like, how? How did you get that? Like, how did you score that? Like, I don't get it. And that's frustrating because also, it's people's careers, it's people's lives on the line when they're in there. And from where I was sitting, I wasn't at the arena. I was watching from home. My perspective was, you put on a great performance, and thankfully, you did get the knockdown. So it was completely undeniable that you were the winner.
Yeah, I felt good in there. I felt comfortable. I wouldn't have said I was a complete battering, but I did feel like I was winning. I did feel comfortable. At the end of round nine, you probably did see where I put my hand up, and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I was catching them with certain shots, coming towards the end of round nine, and I thought, I've got 3 rounds now. Like, I've got 3 rounds to get you, and I will get you. So yeah, going into the 10th, I was supremely confident that he wasn't going to go the distance.
Yeah, I really like Callum. I think he's a great guy, and he's a gentleman, and he's a good boxer. But I felt like he wasn't fighting a fight that I thought that he should fight, if that makes sense. I felt like that he got pulled into your fight, which is why I had you up on the scorecards more because I think he's better. I think he would have been better at range. And you were just, yeah, your shot selection was brilliant. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great fight, and I was really pleased for you. It was a nice, you're both great lads, so it was nice to see good fight, good energy. What do you want next? Because obviously now you've got the European, the British, and the English. Is that
Yeah,
all?
well, I've got
Yeah,
the
all of
English,
them.
British, Commonwealth.
Yeah,
I've got them all.
you got them all
I've got,
now. You got them
I've got
all.
all four, all four bar the world title, and I believe all the world titles are vacant now. I presumably I've took Callum's ranking. He was ranked number 5 with the IBF.
Mhm.
So hopefully I go number 4 with the IBF this month. And I have seen that I'm number 13 with the WBA, and I don't know what I am with the other two. But like, I just want to keep pushing forward and pushing towards a world title shot. I've done it the hard way my full career. I've never really been backed, and I've always come out on top at the end of the day. So I deserve my shot.
Well, you've really shown. Also, you've shown your bounce back ability, and I think a lot of people underestimate what it takes to lose a couple of fights and then come back again and really, because it's not an easy game, this, and people are very quick to write people off when they have losses. Like, I hear it all the time from my position where people are like, "Well, that's it. That's so and so done. Then that's so and so done," and I'm like, "Why?" It's a loss, and that's not saying that people are saying that about you, by the way. It's just in a universal thing. So I think it should be celebrated when fighters go through difficulty, bounce back, and come back strong and come back confident. So, well done for that, because that's not easy.
That isn't easy, but like you saying when you just said that's not what people were saying about you, but people were saying that about me. Coming off feedback to back losses, people were saying I was finished and I was old and I'm shot. People did tell me to retire, but yeah, I chose not to. Stuck at it, moved up 2 weight classes, and we're champion again. So I'm feeling better than what I've ever felt before in my career.
Yeah, it's actually mad
Um,
that you went up 2 weight classes as well. Like, that's a quite a big jump.
yeah. Yeah, it is, but I think I was just obviously I outgrown the weight at 154 was massive. It was a real struggle getting down there. I was unhappy. I wasn't enjoying boxing, but I'm back enjoying boxing now. And yeah, the best is still yet to come.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? Is it just like, are you just ticking over and just waiting for the phone call, or have you got anything in mind? Like, what would you like for this year?
Yeah, I haven't got nothing planned yet. I'm back in the gym this week. I had 2 weeks off. Normally only have a week off, so I forced myself to have 2 weeks off. But I'm back in the gym this week, ticking over, and then I'd like to be out in March, early April. So who knows? We'll a few discussions with my team, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I bet Christmas was sweeter than normal this year.
Yeah, Christmas is good. Yeah,
Amazing. Listen, Troy, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, but it was, we've been trying to pin down a chat ever since the win, but Christmas is crazy and it's just so busy. So I'm glad you had a good time to celebrate and be with the family and just like enjoy yourself, because you really do deserve it. That was a cracking end to 2025. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do in 2026.
yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Take care. Speak to you
Thank
soon.
you. Bye bye. Bye bye.